to know for Pisces? Surrounding love and connection, Spirit. What do we need to know for Pisces? Let's see. Ooh, engagement ring in reverse. So maybe an engagement is being called off, or because of growth or stability. Hold on. Be lighthearted. Finding out things coming to light. Adapt, change, heal. Okay, so somebody's not going through with yeah, there's an ending here. Because they want to be stable. They want to grow. And this is what's coming to light. So try to adapt, okay, Pisces? Because endings bring new beginnings. This is about growth. I'm seeing growth all over here. 3 times in a row. Changing, healing, and growth here. So this is, yeah. This is necessary, I feel like. Because otherwise your ships aren't going to come in. So in order for somebody to prosper, whether this is you or the person you're dealing with, you know, you need to heal within and go inwards and stuff and grow. And maybe something's just not working out here. Maybe, for instance, you're with somebody that it's hard to find stability together. Like maybe you just, maybe one person isn't healed and one person is, or maybe you just have outgrown each other, or whatever the story is in your situation. There's somebody here that wants to ascend, it looks like. So this could be you or who you're dealing with, okay? So there's an ending to a partnership here. Something is not forever here, okay? Let's see. All right, what's the overall spiritual energy? Feels right, Lala? Okay, what's the overall spiritual energy for Pisces? Healing. Wow. Immorality at the bottom. Something was unethical or immoral. The area code 225, 252, 522 could be significant. Life path 2 or 5 could be significant. February or May could be significant. The letters M as in Monica and A as in Audrey. First, middle, last initials. You, them, who you're dealing with could be significant. Something took too long. Like there was delays or there was stagnancy here. Yeah, there's somebody here that's spiritually troubled and they have a lot of ego and hate to work out here. They need to purify their energy. Okay, that's what I'm seeing, Pisces. All right, so let's see. February 23rd could be significant. May 2nd could be significant. February 5th. Somebody could be a goat at something. Okay, let's see what is going on, shall we? All right. Holy Spirit, holy angels, archangels, ancestors of the Most High, calling on you to channel your ancient wisdom, your guiding light, your strength, your clarity. A little bit better. I took some expectorant before I got on here, but I am still sick, I'm not gonna lie. Thank you, though. I would say I definitely am a goat. Hell yeah, that's right. I love that. I love that energy. Okay. Please help me bring out the most important messages surrounding love and connection with Pisces, Sun, Moon, Venus, now through the first week of January. Okay? Clear, concise, and precise. I will interpret these messages from the heart, from the soul. Any negative energy interference, please return to the sender. And on behalf of the collective myself, we love you, we thank you, we trust you, Spirit. Okay, some kind of communication. So somebody's been watching to see if somebody stopped putting effort or energy into their destiny, into what's fated for them. This is somebody who maybe wanted to see if somebody gave up on themselves. Yeah. Yeah. No, it's not. In fact, it's protected, and somebody's taking a leap of faith on themselves, and they're off to a new beginning. I don't know who you are in this dynamic. I'm getting Sagittarius, Leo energy, Aries. So very fiery energy. Something was unfair here. Unethical, immoral. Okay, so what's going on? What does Pisces need to know? Okay, somebody's a coward. Somebody here cannot defend their actions. They could feel sick or like completely exposed to the elements because somebody's fighting for themselves, or because of somebody's healthy boundaries, or because of somebody's position or their stature, or their healthy boundaries here. So okay, so somebody's defending themselves from something toxic here. They're defending themselves, getting the recognition and what's fair and what's due to them, whether that be energetically, financially. They're waiting on getting what's fair. So whether that be from a specific person or just in general, it's like they're not going to settle, is what I'm getting. Yeah, they're in a 9 of Pentacles, whoever this is. They work their way out of a tight situation themselves. That could be where that ability word of the day came out. Yeah, something is destined for somebody. They're very protective over this, and they're very strong and intelligent. Whether this is you or somebody you're dealing with, Pisces. Okay, yeah, they are not going to back down, ever. This is theirs. Whatever this is, it's theirs. It's fated for them. For some of you, you could be dealing with Sagittarius, because that keeps coming out. What is the problem? Yeah, that somebody's resurging. They're getting out of their comfort zone. They have a strong social network, maybe. With this 4 of Cups in reverse. Is bullseye? Hell yeah. Let's go. Yeah, somebody here deserves these true feelings, this true love, because they're like an empath type. They deserve to get that back when they give it. You know what I mean? So whether this is you or somebody you're dealing with, that's what they deserve. Yeah, they deserve a unified team collaboration where it's like equal give and take, like-minded goals to achieve similar interests. You know, otherwise they're going to walk away. This is somebody who's not going to settle. I'm telling you, it keeps coming out. They are not going to settle for anything less. So somebody raised this person right. Okay, that's all I got to say. In the past, something fell apart here. Some kind of commitment was, somebody pulled out of a commitment, or they stopped investing in something, or something was a waste of time. This is like a reap what you sow energy. Something was a bad investment. It never reaped rewards to it. Okay, a Queen of Wands. Yeah, this could be maybe that Sagittarius energy, or Aries is coming out here. Okay, let's see. So something in the past just didn't pan out. In the environment, there's people here working on a collaboration or a project. Okay, the strength is that somebody here got caught doing something, and if they try to steal something or deceive somebody or gyp somebody out of something, angel number 77, by the way, could be significant. They need to return what they stole or apologize. This is like self-sabotage energy. Yeah, because somebody showed up loyal and committed and practical here. But yeah, there was volatility, discord, overreaction, fallen angel energy. Okay, in the near future, somebody can't defend their actions because they were a coward and they were a failure, because somebody here is going out on their own. They're very self-motivated. This is a free spirit, untamed, energetic powerhouse. Page of Wands. This might be somebody that doesn't have all the answers, but they bank on themselves. They're willing to find out. Okay, so now somebody's thinking about, I don't know if this is marriage or somebody's title or moral requirements, or some kind of, maybe somebody's taking a break to get some therapy here and heal, but they're keeping this to themselves, perhaps. Okay, it's looking like there's some bad influence around this. The advice is that somebody has some shitty friends around them, or a shitty group, workplace, tribe, family, whatever it is. Yeah, these people are very, they're unhealed. They do things in the excess. They could be overly indulgent, overly exploitative, overly harmful, overly sensualized. Whatever it is, it's everything in life needs balance, and these people are not balanced. They do something too much. They do things too much, okay? And it causes, instead of balance and peace and harmony and patience and gratitude, it causes this energy, okay? Okay, in the environment, you can relate to this with North Node. Nice. Thanks, guys, for all of your hearts in the chat. It helps reduce the risk of being disconnected. Somebody's confused as to how they are defeated. This could be like indicate. I'm getting 777 out here. Somebody's confused because they came for somebody with like a group of people, it looks like, and they still lost whatever they were trying to attain, like, you know, win, or like somebody was willing to burn somebody, like at all costs. They wanted to get their way with something and it failed because somebody's not changing what they're committed to or like who they are as a person. They're very practical, loyal. They're in it for the big picture. This is somebody like slow and steady wins the race. They are not stoppable. This is somebody that's unstoppable. And now somebody feels like a victim. They feel trapped. Okay. Because somebody healed. That's very toxic. That's a telltale sign you're dealing with toxicity, okay? Yeah, there's people here that reduce crucial growth, and they don't want something to be over, but then they can't heal. Then they can't, and somebody here said, fuck that, I'm gonna heal anyway, and I'll just go on my own way. And now, these other people are playing victim. Because they don't want to raise their vibration. They don't. And that's a personal choice. That's fine. But somebody has been very honest the whole time, whoever this person is. They're very independent. They're very, very sharp. Witty even. But also, it's like they're not going to tolerate any funny games or anything like that. This is somebody that they're very logical, and they will put logic before their heart space when they need to. They're not going to tolerate certain things. Okay, they could have been telling the truth about an Empress in reverse, a toxic matriarch. This could be a Pisces for some of you. I hope this isn't you, but if it is, hopefully you take in these messages and choose to ascend. I'm not here to judge you guys. I'm just here to help, okay? Yeah, it's a tower. Whatever this is, it's a huge tower. But they're right. They were telling the truth the whole time, whoever that is, okay? Yeah, whoever this is, you'll know who this is. This could be you or who you're dealing with. They're very strong, extremely confident, extremely intelligent. Like they have insight, very, very good insight. They pay attention to the details, okay? And these people here, whoever this Three Cups energy is, this group or whatever, these people like to steal, abuse credibility, cut corners to get ahead. They want reward without effort, and they're all very unhappy. So it's like, imagine if you're unhappy as a group, and you see somebody that is happy, you're gonna try to like bring them down to your level maybe, or to their level, right? But that's not what happened with this person, because they're strong enough to just detach, okay? And that's a healthy, stable, or secured attachment style. That's somebody who cares more about their peace and their success and their independence. Like, this is somebody who's probably single, whoever this is. It's like them against like a group. I don't know who's who. Put yourself where you fit. But this is like a single energy and a Nine of Pentacles. They're very successful. They care a lot about their work. Yeah, they shine. They could have like a really strong throat chakra, whoever this is. Okay, people are really stressed out about this person's willpower. But why? It's a healthy thing. It's actually very inspiring. Okay, yeah, they're confused. Okay, So, whoever this single unit is, whoever the single person is on their own, that's in a Nine of Pentacles, Queen of Swords energy, they could actually be a healer or something, or a seer. And somebody is really nervous about this, okay? Because, like, somebody could be psychic. They can intuit things. They know. Yeah, and something was a lie. Somebody misconducted the energy. Okay. What's going on, Pisces? There's some good news, or somebody wants to make communication about either a child, or somebody wants to deliver an emotional message about their true feelings. Okay, what's the hope and or fear? That somebody's going to stop investing and work their way out of the cold on their own. But somebody didn't put the effort in to an equal give and take relationship, so that's not going to work. What's the possible outcome? Because somebody's caught, they're going to double down, which is so no. Don't do, whoever this is, they should not be doing this. Because you're dealing with a high priestess in the upright. They're going to detect a magician in the reverse. They are more connected to source. They're going to see. They are going to see. Somebody knows that somebody here has been casting illusions and been trying to block somebody's manifestations and causing confusion and indecision, because this is narcissistic energy, okay? Somebody's going to, it looks like in the outcome, because they're caught, they're going to try to do some hocus pocus here and in some kind of communication, or they're going to send some kind of projection somebody's way. And somebody already knows about this, but this isn't their energy, so they don't absorb it. So if anything, they alchemize it. It actually ends up, yeah. This has to do with like a relationship. Because somebody wouldn't compete or be part of a drama, they were betrayed. In a very aggressive way, it looks like. It looks like somebody originally had made a love offer, but they weren't happy inside. So it's like, how can you propose or make a love offer to somebody that doesn't make you happy or isn't happy themselves? You can't expect your partner to... Yeah, this is somebody who doesn't meditate on things. This is a definite, yeah, this is somebody who doesn't take accountability. They don't trust their better judgment. They're not tapped in. Their intuition's blocked. And somebody saw something very toxic. They know that they try to bind them to something or entangle them in something or dominate or control. And that's not love, okay? The devil and the Lover's card looks very similar, okay? But one of them has chains and a dark sky and horns. The other one, they're free with the blue sky in the back, like, and there's no chains, and they're both showing up there by choice, by willingness, and they're each giving each other a cup of love, which means equality, respect, not something fragmented, something whole. Okay, that's what I'm getting. And you're dealing with a priestess who understands when energy isn't theirs and when it's somebody else's. They, yeah, because of their faith and their moral requirements, this isn't gonna work. Yeah, no. King of Cups in reverse. This person's really depressed, whoever this is. This could be a Pisces or a Scorpio. Masculine. This person's really unhappy. They want beneficial change. It's a Tower. Them going after what makes them happy and beneficial change is a Tower for some reason, but there's no love here. So what's, I don't understand. It's kind of confusing energy. I don't know whose energy is whose. You're going to have to like work it out. Somebody doesn't have the energy for marriage or the moral requirements. Something's false. Somebody's energy is like not connected to the source. It's connected to the moon, if anything. It's very ominous and, you know, hidden stuff. It's very, you know, not transparent, which isn't going to work for a Hierophant energy. Yeah, this is a fallen angel energy. Somebody's like upset. Somebody's addicted to the chaos, dudes. They're walking chaos because they're not healed. Empress in reverse. This is somebody who is obsessed with control. Like, probably comes from fear, but they disguise it as, you know, false confidence or something. But it's really control, and it's not okay. Okay? Yeah, exactly. Not okay. Somebody wants to move forward with something unjust. No. Spirit says no. Spirit says no. Sorry. Okay, we have Pisces, Scorpio, Taurus, Sagittarius, Gemini out here. Are the strongest energies that I'm getting. Okay. So let's see what each sign is thinking about you at this time. Pisces. Feeling towards you. Okay. Let's see. Let me get this deck here. Alright. Let's see. Alright. What is Aries feeling towards Pisces at this time? What is Aries feeling about Pisces at this time? Like you're going to cave on your boundaries and you're going to give up? Okay. Like you're not fighting for yourself? What does Sagittarius feel towards Pisces at this time? Welcome in, y'all. Make sure you're following me just in case we get disconnected. Alright, let's see, because it happens randomly. Okay, Sagittarius is feeling like they don't want to be with somebody. They don't want to be with this type of a King of Cups in reverse. Yeah, they don't want to be with this person. They'd rather lose this opportunity. It's too much. They're putting down the burden. They don't want it anymore. Okay. What is Leo feeling towards Pisces at this time? Like you're not gonna give up on fighting for yourself or fighting for what's yours. You could be you know, holding your position till the very end. You have a lot of integrity. Okay. What does Gemini feel about Pisces? On point. What is Gemini feeling about Pisces? One more. What is Gemini feeling about Pisces? Like this isn't a dream come true and they're starting to feel apathetic and disconnected. Could have to do with a social dynamic or a group or the fact that somebody doesn't want to like show up as a team player. There could be somebody here that's like a player or something, or just somebody that is aimless, doesn't really have purpose, they get distracted easily, could be impulsive, unreliable. Okay, what is Libra feeling towards Pisces? They could feel like you're being very, very secretive about why it is that you don't want to negotiate or compromise. Like there's something else going on. Yeah, they feel like abandoned and left out in the cold by you. That was Libra, right? Okay, what does Aquarius feel about Pisces? Wow. Whoa, dark. Like you trapped them. You got them involved in something wicked and dark, and you victimized them. Yeah. You deceive them, trap them. It could have to do with like a house or a reunion or celebration or stability or something that should have been happy. Damn, that was real dark. Okay, what does Taurus feel about Pisces at this time? Like you want to dominate, control, and control like somebody's life path, control somebody's forward movement, where they're going, because you refuse to see something from a different perspective and you only want things your way and that's all you care about. Damn. Okay. What does Virgo feel about Pisces at this time? One more. They feel like you only want to work with them because you're going through something whenever you're going through financial struggles, like that's the only time that you need them or want them. Damn, okay. What is going on, Pisces? And that you don't take accountability. Okay. What does Capricorn feel about Pisces? That you shine like a diamond? Or that you... Oh, one more. They feel like you're stuck because somebody is healed or because somebody's a healer or because somebody's a starseed energy. Yeah. So you can't control this kind of person because they can't express themselves any other way and they won't. Okay. Damn, what is all this about control and domination and ego and dark attached codependency and stuff? What's going on with you, Pisces? Okay, what does Cancer feel about Pisces? Like something's a lie, it's not a good idea. Yeah, like something's disturbing. Whoa, what is going on? Something's disturbing, or like somebody tried to block something and it's bad news. It's not a good idea. It's a lie. Or what does Scorpio think about Pisces at this time? You okay, Sage? You did? What are you doing? You did? Cutest? Do you need something? What does Scorpio think about Pisces? One more. They love you, and so they're there to help you and save you and be like a knight in shining armor, but it's like always having to do with like bad news and stuff, or things always end up turning out strangely. Okay, what does Pisces feel about Pisces? Yeah. What Pisces is this? Yeah. Karmisha. I don't know. Oh, God. The Lover's in reverse. Pisces is feeling that they don't want to be in this relationship. Yeah, they can't endure anymore. They feel like they're going to miss out on their good karma and what's meant for them and their blessings if they stay. Okay. All right, that completes your reading.